What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Her Majesty's Spiffing. Right, we need to find a way to open this bloody floppy drive. But I can't exactly see how or where. Because I don't really have anything to open it with. Is there anything in the cockpit that we can find? I just need something. Like a pin of some sort. Tray table.
Best stow this for now.
Safety instructions. Ooh, hello.
I would do well to study these closely in case of an emergency. Like we're stranded immobile in space.
Ooh, does that have a paperclip on it?
I'll have to take a closer look at these safety instructions for peace of puzzle. I mean, mind. Peace of mind.
Piece of puzzle. Instructions. HMSS Imperialize Mark II. Inevitable evacuation. Showing the fire. Follow arrow. Twist. Push it. Bop it. Pull. Kick. Oxygen. Remove. Do not remove from aircraft. Belt up. It looks like you're trying to solve a puzzle. It is indeed. Oh, very funny. Old Microsoft Word, where you had the stupid the stupid paperclip, if you remember that. It looks like you're trying to write a document. Let me help you. Yeah.
Why, the humble paperclip, a staple of any adventure gamer's inventory.
Is it? Really? Are you sure? Because I don't think it is. Alright, go stick this into the floppy drive. And hopefully release it. Oh god. I remember the paperclip thing. Looks like you're trying to write a Word document. It looks like you're trying to... It was fucking annoying. It was annoying. Every 2 bloody seconds. Okay. Paperclip. Equip. There we go. Use paperclip.
Let's see if prodding this around fixes anything. Aha!
Aha! Floppy disk.
I can't seem to save onto it for some reason.
3.6... What was it? 3.65 megabytes?
I can't seem to save onto it for some reason.
Oh, it's a 1.44 megabyte. Oh. The reason why is because of this thing right here. This was your write copy protection. Floppy disks. Move it down and it locks it. You can't save on it. Okay, equip. Put it in. There we go. Now we can use the computer, and now we can save the drive.
Fantastic. Now to quickly copy this driver.
Don't copy that floppy. Sometime later. Yeah, about 3 years later. Floppy drives weren't exactly the fastest. They were very, very slow.
Whoa! Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, is that the time? It'll be starting to get dark outside. Best check up on Allard and see if he's dried off.
Let's take a floppy.
It's remarkable how much information can be stored on something so compact.
Not on a floppy drive, mate. I mean, they're coming out... Jeez. But that is a point. I mean, they're coming out with... Like, they're coming out now with terabyte SSDs. No, sorry, not SSDs. What am I on about? Like, SD cards. Micro SD cards. Like, a terabyte. A terabyte! Fucking crazy. It is crazy how much technology has advanced these days. That you can stick that much information on such a small thing. Yo, boyo.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones! Sub-Lieutenant Jones! Allard! Wake up! Wake up, Allard! Oh, this is useless. He'll be out for hours unless I can think of another way to wake him up.
Oh, I can think of a way. Let's slap him awake.
We don't share that kind of relationship.
No. Okay. Stinky cheese?
Unfortunately, dairy is one of 3 things Sub-Lieutenant Jones is allergic to. The other two being early starts and manual labor.
Pour a cup of tea over him?
What's going on? What are you playing at, boyo?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It felt like someone else was in control of my inhibitions.
Just give me the driver so we can GTFO.
GTFO?
Get things functioning and online. You need to swat up in your acronyms. FFS. For future scenarios.
Very funny. Let's get the fuck out and for fuck's sake. Alright, we have the drive, boyo.
Here, install this and we should be underway again.
You could have used my USB pen, you know.
What? Is that another one of your acronyms I'm supposed to know?
What? Universal Serial Bus?
Ha! Serial bus. I know you're just making that one up.
Well, boyo, I've got some good news and some bad news. Which one do you want first?
Give us the bad news first.
Give me the grim, demoralizing reality first, then ensure I quickly forget its severity with a light-hearted human interest tale, preferably involving a cat and a musical instrument.
Alright, boyo. Well, the bad news is that before this driver will work, one of us is going to have to descend into the dark depths of the ship to perform the emergency systems reset procedure.
You mean turn everything off and on again?
Yes, but the good news is it's a one-person job, so only one of us will have to do it.
Presumably I'll be the one doing the legwork, as usual.
Well, if you want, we could make it seem like you had a choice in the matter. Here, we'll flip for it. Heads or tails?
Tails, tails. Oh, you're giving me no choice. I'm going to have to do this. So, Well, if you want, we can make it seem like it. Oh, now that pops up.
Tails never fails.
It's heads.
Blast.
Of course it is.
I can't help but feel that somehow that was always going to happen.
What fates impose that men must needs abide, it boots not to resist both wind and tide.
Gosh, the writing on this voyage just stepped up a level. That was borderline Shakespeare.
Aye, borderline.
Right, I'm off.
Reboot the ship's computer systems using a reset switch on the lower deck. Oh. Right, now we're entering into the dark depths of the ship. Into the infestated place of the ship, apparently.
In a bygone
no.
era, we could have just stuffed a child down.
No, that's called slavery. We don't do that in these, this day and age.
I haven't been up here long, and already I think I've started to lose muscle density.
Down we go. Well, that's if his fat ass can fit through there.
On a more positive note, it would appear my bone density has remained unaffected.
That's fine. We have lubrication. In the form of washing up liquid.
Triple action. Removes grease, fights odors, preserves one's dignity while attempting to squeeze through a narrow opening. The holy trinity of cleaning products. If you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself.
Well, Allard wasn't going to do it.
Whilst that did smell like a spring breeze, it did chafe a turd. I think I'd better go carb-free when we get back to old Blighty.
Alright, stairs down this way. Enter the lab. No, I don't want that. What's in the lab? We got anything? Why are there so many portraits around? Aquatron 3000? Lab equipment? What's in here?
It's part of the laboratory equipment the biologist we were supposed to have on board brought.
Seems like there's someone in there.
I'm not sure what happened to him. No one's seen him for weeks. Not to worry. I'm sure he'll turn up.
Possibly because he's in there. What the fuck? Frog tank. What is this all about?
Gosh! It's full of the blighters. It doesn't appear to be working.
Record. Okay, and there's also a bearing as well.
It has a warmth that you simply don't get with digital. especially if you burn the sleeve as well. Preserved thanks to the tireless efforts of hipsters from all corners of Shoreditch.
Toxic Dart. Who the hell are Toxic Dart? Lilypad Lullabies. Okay, I guess that's what we're going to have to play to either enrage the frogs or make them sleep. Bicycle. Bicycle made for two. Oh, this. Ah, I see. We pedal. Which then plays that. Ah, I see. Right, let's get off. Put the record back on here. Then get on the bike. Do some pedaling and see what music we get. We gotta keep it in the green for it to sound normal. And they're asleep. What does it sound like sped up? Sounds like an ice cream truck traveling at about 100 miles an hour. Okay, can we get them now, or?
Seems to be one of those pay-to-win games.
Ah. We can't get the frogs. We can't get anything out of the frogs just yet. That's fine. Notes. The globe.
There's no place like home.
Indeed there isn't, Jeff. Typewriter. Oh, it's the save thing. Oh, okay. Investigative force for inhabiting new galaxies. Her Majesty's special. Something. Okay, we'll save it. Sweet. I didn't realize that was a save thing. No, don't exit game. Whoops. Do you wanna... Thank you. Okay. Woo! Right. Don't... Think for next time. Don't click exit game. Okay. Property of E. Schrodinger. Oh, is the cat alive or is it dead?
The box is sealed shut. Why, it would be impossible to determine the fate of any biological life form inside.
Oh, no. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Alright, this is not where we need to be, though, is it? Because we need to be somewhere else. Yeah, if you don't know Schrodinger's cat, it's the whole thing of, like, if it's in the box, is it alive, is it dead, something like that. I'm not too well read up on the whole Schrodinger's cat thing. Okay, emergency Brexit. Haha, very funny. We've had our Brexit. Whether people like it or not. Alright. Danger 10,000 volts. Maybe we don't want to go in there?
As I said to the boys on our rugby tour of the Netherlands back in '87, I'm not touching that without adequate protection.
I don't particularly want to know what you're touching, mate. Okay, ooh. We do have a rubber glove. No, the rubber glove, not the cheese. I never selected the cheese.
It might fit Alan's dainty hand. I've a bit more girth.
Oh, it's not going to allow me to do that. Okay. Can't turn that off. Ooh, toolbox. Anything in the toolbox?
It's a precision-engineered German motorized screwdriver.
Ooh. Let's have a look.
You have to admire the build quality.
What does that say? Das Ubermotor, made in Deutschland. Gruber Industries. Nice. Well, as long as it works, all good. But what is it for? My guess is we can't get in there just yet. We do self-destruct.
Best not. We made that mistake once before.
Maybe not then. Yeah, let's not initiate self-destruction just yet. Probably wouldn't be the best idea. Let's head back up these stairs. What is around here? It's just a TV monitor. Enter the airlock. Aha! Hello. Air compressor. Point, I have no idea. 95. Exit Imperialize.
I don't feel suitably dressed to be heading out.
That's fine. We've got a helmet there. Can you not put the helmet on? At all? No? Geez, none of these Ethernet cables are plugged in anywhere. Okay, that's for that. What is this for? Could we use that with that? Blow it up like a balloon? Ah, we can as well, for reasons? Nice. Not sure what that... Oh!
I'm sure this'll come in. Wait for it. Handy, eh?
Oh, I see. I see what we've... Ah, I know. Because we've now blown up the rubber hand. Sorry, I'm drinking Coke, so I've got belches. Now we've blown up the rubber glove. It's probably stretched out enough that it will fit over our hand. So now we can get into the engineering thing. Ah, clever thinking. Clever thinking from someone that's not so clever. Right, now we should be... Yes? Yes.
Ah!
Nice try.
Voila! That should significantly reduce the risk of death by electrocution. Always a comforting reassurance.
Hopefully. Or at least, yeah, at least you'd hope so anyway. Power switch. Okay, let's turn this off.
This should do the trick.
Except for now, I can't see anything. Did that do it?
No. That's... Yes. Right. Oops, gosh. I can be ever so clumsy. Ah, well, no harm done.
What the fuck?
Let's check back with Allard and see if that's sorted everything. Down here is starting to give me the creeps.
What the hell was that? There's some weird ghost girl. Let's not run into her again, shall we? But I think the typewriter... I think the saving on the typewriter is a reference to... The Resident Evil that did that. What was the type? Which one was the typewriter? Because you got Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and one of them used a typewriter. It was Resident Evil. Yes, it's Resident Evil because Resident Evil used a typewriter because you need to find the ribbons to be able to save. I've never played a Resident Evil game. I tried... Really? Is this a
Ah, I see Allard's activated the autopilot and skived off.
This would be an Airplane reference? Coincidentally, if you've never watched Airplane, go and watch Airplane. It is one of the best comedies of the 20th century.
Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer the more natural look.
We talk to it?
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. I'm Frank, but please, call me Captain English.
Welcome.
Captain English.
How may I be of assistance?
How do you think the mission is going? How long have you been an autopilot? Is there a Mr. Autopilot?
So, how's everything going? Are we on track to be finished by tea?
ETA to waypoint, Tango Echo Alpha, calculating. Calculating. Cannot define. Please refer to string length idiom for more details.
What?
So, how long have you been an autopilot?
Calculating. Calculating. Error. You do not have permission to access this data.
Data. Data. You do not have access to this data. Data. Not data.
I don't suppose there's a Mr. Autopilot, perchance?
Compiler error. Incompatible types. Access denied.
No. Okay.
I think I'll log off.
It is now safe to be removed.
Whoever uses that. Nobody does. Nobody.
See, the autopilot's working. Unlike Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
Like, who? Do you know the old it's now safe to remove the hardware thing? Whoever does that? Nobody does. I don't. And I don't think anybody does. It used to be... I don't think it's a problem anymore. It used to be a problem back in the day. But it's not so much a problem anymore where, like... All it is just to make sure that your data doesn't become corrupted. But that's not really a problem these days anymore. So it's always safe just to pull out the USB stick instead of using the whole it's now safe to remove hardware thing. Alad, or why are you setting up a it's not Scalextrics, is it? Oh, what is it called? Hot Wheels. There we go. Why are you setting up a Hot Wheels track exactly? Where is Alad? Oh, there he is. Oh, come back. No, come. Frank, back through the door. Alad Boyo, why are you setting up a Hot Wheels track exactly?
Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
What is it you're tinkering with there, Jones? That isn't our reconnaissance rover you're disassembling, is it?
Well, but, funny story. While you were downstairs attending to that very complicated, laborious task, flicking that switch on and off, I've been running a variety of pre-mission calibration tests on the Beagle 2-2.
I presume that's why the floor's covered with bits of toy Hot Wheels track.
Firstly, the fact that this modular vehicular pathway simulation system happens to be mass-produced and branded as a children's toy is irrelevant. And secondly, yes.
Okay.
That's all well and good, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. However, if I recall correctly, we were specifically advised that the Beagle 2-2 tended to function significantly better when its complicated array of electronics and mechanical components were positioned inside its aluminium housing.
Look, I just have to make a few minor repairs. During a centrifugal force resistance simulation, the rover proved exceedingly resistant.
So it flew off the loop bit.
That would be a valid interpretation of events, yes.
That's all well and good, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. However,
look, I just have...
So
That
would
one.
be a...
Okay.
Sounds like I'm going to be required to go on some kind of scavenger hunt. What do you need?
To get the rover going again?
For the time being, that's all I feel I'm obligated to offer, yes.
I think the rigorous nature of the, test may have burned out the main motor.
I see. So, I'll have to find something to create some sort of electromagnet that'll revolve when a current is passed through it. I'll have to fashion a pulley system of sorts to drive power to the wheels. Something with a taut elastic band should do the trick, like an alluring undergarment. Now, if I was to remove the elastic...
Alternatively, but you could just always grab me a spare. We've got a cupboard full of them.
Oh. Okay. But we can't get into the cupboard.
Who's driving the boat?
Nobody. We're tied. I turned the autopilot on.
She was only installed a week ago and already her standards are slipping. I don't suppose you noticed anything out of the ordinary earlier when I was performing that emergency systems reset procedure. Specifically immediately once the power came back on.
No. Why, should I have?
Well, I don't know. Probably not. Forget I mentioned it.
Yeah, just.
Be sure to put your toys away when you're done.
Yeah, just forget the spooky floating woman that appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, sure, fine. Alright. Now can we enter the cupboard?
Very odd. It appears to be stuck.
It would appear to be stuck because it's got 4 hinges. Who made this? Alright, surely we can use this to unscrew.
Right. I'll have this open in a jiffy.
Who decided to make a freaking cupboard with 4 hinges on it? No wonder the damn thing won't open. Can we pick those up? No. Now look.
Aha! That's what I'm after.
There she is again.
Splendid. Why, that was very straightforward. However, I can't help but feel if I had my time again, I'd do something different. Oh well, best get this to Alad.
What do you mean? Does could I have done that another way? Oh, she's gone. What was that sound? She in here? No. Right. So we're being haunted by someone? I don't know who she is. I'm sure we'll find out later. Okay, Alad, I have your thing. Your Leyland motor.
Let it not be said I don't give you anything, Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
An unhealthy reliance on migraine medication already proves that, but...
Now get this mess cleared up and put the Beagle 2-2 back together.
What's Beagle 2? Oh, the Beagle 2 was the satellite. If I remember correctly.
For the last time, the left stick moves it forward and back. The right stick turns it left and right.
Okay. Use movement keys WASD to control the
to
rover.
repeat myself?
Use X key to switch modes between drive and claw.
By Jove, it works!
In 600,000 yards, your destination will be on the right. You've reached your destination.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones, we've arrived! The new world! Quickly, break open a container of property of ER2 flags and prepare a landing party!
As much as I'd love to jump onto the surface and soak up the radioactive atmosphere of this uncharted, most likely fatally hazardous planet, I think it may be an idea to send the Beagle 2-2 down first, just to get a feel for the place.
I considered your suggestion, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, and have made the executive decision to send the Beagle 2-2 down for a quick recce, prior to making our own triumphant descent. The extra time will allow us to properly consider which 19th century member of the aristocracy to name this place after.
Indeed.
Launching probe.
Explore the planet's surface. Ooh. But we will have to... Really? The Statue of Liberty? Oh, you're gonna make a... Planet of the Apes reference is what that is? Okay, something went... I don't know what that was. I'll have to have a look in a second. Alright, we'll explore the planet's surface in the next episode, because unfortunately, boys and girls, we're out of time. What do you... Computer's low on memory. Oh, bugger off. Crash report. God's sake. The game decided to crash on me. That's fine. That's fine. We're at the end of the episode anyway. So yeah, like I was trying to say before the game crashed on me, we'll explore the planet's surface in the next episode, see what we can find. See if this planet is inhabitable for us to live on. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode. And I shall see you all next time as ever. Bye-bye.